What's up there, fellas? Wagwan. Hola, ¿cómo está? Bonjour, bonsoir, depending on which time of the day it is for you. How far? Charlie, right? Shout out to my Ghanaian loves. Welcome to Famous Football. I'm your host, Nate. Let's talk football. Well, we're going to be discussing pretty much transfer like usual. And Chelsea, again, we're back at it, right? Chelsea have agreed personal term with Alejandro Garnacho, right? Well, to begin with, I don't think personal terms was going to be an issue for Chelsea, and the players wanted the move. We've been talking about that since I think June or July. He wants the move. Chelsea also wants the move to have it happen, but the problem now is that Man United is trying to be a criminal. That's what they're trying to do. Why do you want 50 million for Garnacho? I don't think the guy don't want to be there. That's number one. He don't want to be there. Two, he's not in the plans of Amory, and Amory is not going to use him. So even if you keep him right now, he's just going to be hanging around the club, doing nothing, and you pay him whatever money you pay him, right? How about you let him go for 30 million, right? 30 million pounds. What would that be? Like 35 million euros, right? 35 pounds, 35 million euros. How about that? 35, he comes over to Chelsea. You don't have to worry about this no more. You get money. You can go do whatever you want to do with it, and you happy, we happy, and we call it a day. But now you're trying to be a criminal. You want 50 million. What's that? Like close to 60 million euros. That's what you want. That's criminal behavior. But Alejandro Garnacho, personal term agree. So now what left is the club to club talk, like I said. And let's see what Chelsea can do. Can we get the price tag down for Garnacho? And that would be good. And concerning Simmons, there isn't much going on with Simmons as well. We all know Chelsea's working on outgoing, so we're trying to get rid of Jackson. And speaking about Jackson and Chelsea have finally come to an agreement that he's going to leave. Well, like I said yesterday, I know Jackson's going to leave for sure, or Jackson's going to leave at some point, right? And it's happening now. He's agreed. The club and Jackson have agreed that they're going to part ways, and Newcastle, we know, is heavily involved, and we also knew Newcastle is now linked with Kolumwani from PSG. He was on loan last season to Juventus. He did pretty well, but here's the thing, Newcastle, right? Now you're trying to put yourself in a position again to get rejected. Why do that to yourself? Because if Juve go in for Kolumwani, he's definitely going to Juve. Now you want to put yourself in this position. Meanwhile, Jackson is sitting there, right? And here's the good news. We have decided, Chelsea have decided to bring the price tag down a little bit, right? We're trying to help you out. We're looking at everything that you're going through. It's too much. It's too much for a single club. So the price tag, I think Chelsea is willing to deal at 60 million. So if you bring 60 million in, fair. Right? Fair for you, fair for us, and everybody's happy. But don't put yourself in that position again where you get rejected. Now, I know you're trying to get linked with everybody, so when you come to Chelsea to talk, and it's not like, but here's the thing. We know it's your last option. So bring the money. Don't talk. Don't say nothing. Everybody will be happy, right? And so good luck to Jackson, and let's see what he can do or what he's going to do, right, in the future. But concerning Levi, we know that he's injured, and now, according to Fabrizio, his injury he's gonna be out for most part of the season. And looking at that, like I said yesterday, I'm not comfortable going in to the season with Badi Adeshi as my left center back. Like, please, God, please don't do this to me. Yeah, please, Chelsea, don't do this to me. Now, and we'll also talk about Heto being able to play in that position as well, which is good, right? There's no problem. There's no biggie about that. But we brought him in purposely to play as or to be an understudy to Cucurella, right? So he's going to help Cucurella in that left back position or wing back, whatever it is, right? And we know that's what he's here to do, and we all want that to happen because we're all saying that Cucurella was overworked last season, and we, as much as he came through for the entire team and the entire club, we don't want to put him in that position. Now there's conversation about a potential contract renewal, right? I think that's good. That's great, but we don't want to overwork those two people as well. And yes, the thing. How about we just recall, not necessarily recall, the guy is already there. How about we just reintegrate Renato Veiga into the squad? Because last season, the primary reason that he left was because he wanted to play as a left center back. And that's why he went to Juve. And now when he went to Juve, we all know he did well. His loan spell at Juve was good, was really good. And even when he was at Chelsea, I don't think anybody thought that Renato Veiga was a terrible player. No, none of us thought he was a terrible player. We all know in the ranking, we go Levi if the left center back, but we didn't really play him as a left center back. We often playing as a left back, and Cucurella was killing it, right? So we couldn't really put Cucurella somewhere else for him to play, and he wanted to play as a left center back. And Kowe were also doing fairly well. We couldn't really take Kowe up, but now Kowe is injured. So how about we just bring this guy back into the squad, considering the fact that there's news that we're not going to get another center back. So we already have a left footer that can play there, and he played there on loan last season. How about we just make our life even more easier by bringing him back into the squad? I don't think any Chelsea fan right now will say no to that. I think he's an upgrade to Badiashile. Now he and Kowe, I think Kowe at the end of last season did really good. So but I won't say they are far apart either. So he's a very good player. The Swiss Army knife, right? He can play as a left back, holding me. He can also play as a center back, but he wanted to play as a center back, left center back specifically, and that was the reason he left on loan. So if Chelsea can bring him back into the squad, I think it will be good. He's not a terrible player. He's good. He's gonna have good control on the ball. His tackle is great, and I don't see the reason why we should put ourselves in the position to sell him and then make our life even more difficult. Now, integrating him back into the squad, I think would be good. Now, maybe if Kowe comes back and we want to get rid of him in January, now, as much I don't think we should, right? If we can get rid of Badiashile instead, hey, I'm happy with that. But keep this guy, integrate him into the squad. It will be a very, I think, wise decision to make than getting rid of him right now because we can get money out of him. I think even if we get rid of him in January, we'll still get money. Next summer, I think we'll still get money. But hey, right, I also talk about Andrew Silva, but the news is that we're not going to get. Now, I know we're not going to get another center back. So yeah, just integrate the man into the squad and let's see what he can do, and hopefully something good happen out of that. But I think something good will happen, right? We already have good right footer center back at the club already that we can rely on. Whereas Chalobah, he's been consistent since we brought him back from Crystal Palace on loan. He's been very consistent for us, and every single one of us are happy with this man. So integrate him back into the squad, and yeah, it's gonna be good. But again, there's the news about some criminals in London. Yeah, they went to Cobham and stole 30,000 worth of media materials. Listen, whoever you are, better take it back. Don't bring your criminal behavior over here, right? Take it back. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you though? Otherwise, we assemble the Mandem FC. Yeah, the Mandem FC, we will assemble them. We'll find you, don't worry. But well, hopefully they can relocate. They can find everything that they lost, and well, even if they don't find Chelsea, you got way too much money. I don't think 30,000 right now should be your worry. You could just go find another one. But maybe, I don't know, the material they have, maybe the club has things on it that they will want back. So it's not so much about the material, but it's so much about maybe what they have stored in there. So if they can find it back, well, hopefully they do, and that would be great. Before we leave, last question. I have a question. We can't just leave like that. We always, a little bit of banter here and there. But Sesko and Gyökeres, we know Sesko will be on video on Saturday for Man United. Man United fan buzzing about that. They're in cloud now right now. But so Sesko and Gyökeres, according to the Arsenal fans. Who do you think gonna be the flop of the season between the two? And people talking about how many goals they're gonna score each. I'm talking about the both of them. Who's gonna flop, right? Who's gonna be the flop of the season? That's my question. So is it gonna be Gyökeres or is it gonna be Sesko? My money is on Gyökeres. So, but let me know your thoughts down below about everything we discussed. Are you excited that Garnacho personal team is agreeing? What do you think about Veiga? Do you Veiga being integrated or reintegrated into the squad? Do you think that's something that Chelsea should look into, or would you just rather comfortable with using Heto in that position instead, and then wait until Levi can come back? Let me know your thoughts down below. Hit the like button. Appreciate the support, guys. Much appreciated. See you later. Thank you very much. Cheers.